Hello guys. First off, I just want to give a shout out to all the doubters and haters who said that this was a terrible decision to leave my Christmas tree up year round. Because now, as you can see, I'm way ahead of the game. It's October 18th and my Christmas tree is up. So technically I'm ahead of everybody, and it was a great decision to leave my Christmas tree up year round. So I haven't talked about things in a while, and Barks here. That's right, Barks. Hello, Barks. Barks! Okay, that's Lucy, but I'm calling her Barks because she's barking at everything tonight, and she's trying to, be annoying. Well, anyway, I'm rambling on. But, so about a week and a half ago, I started violently coughing up blood to the point where I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop coughing, like, at all. Never had a cough even close to that bad in my life. So I had to go rush to the walk-in clinic because I was not about to go to the emergency room where they would charge me like $1,000 for everything. I didn't want to deal with that garbage. It cost way too much. So I went to the walk-in clinic and they gave me like 2 cc's of some shot of something and some antibiotic. And then they gave me a ventilator with albuterol. So already right there, I'm gonna fail any IPF drug tests for the next like 5 years. IPF banned now because I went to the clinic. And then they gave me a prescription for some antibiotic that I was told does not weaken the tendons. It's called Z-Pak or something. They said it won't weaken your tendons. So I took that, and after 5 days, I stopped coughing up blood. Every day I coughed up less blood, and the cough went away. Now I don't have the cough, but I had aspiration pneumonia. And it's like the worst thing I've ever had, because I was coughing so violently, it was borderline throwing up. And there's just chunks of blood coming out all the dang time. And I couldn't train for a week. And when I went back into the gym, my bench was down like 30 pounds. It just was terrible. Because I was in Portland, Oregon at Golden Age Iron for a deadlift event where I worked up to that 832 with Chris Bridgeford. And Portland was awesome, loved it out there. But as I was boarding the plane, I started coughing like crazy and I couldn't stop, and I started feeling terrible. And then it got worse when I got home, and then obviously like Tuesday morning last week, just driving to the gym, start coughing up blood, violently just on the floor, like freaking worst cough you've ever imagined. On your knees, eyes watering, blood coming out, just terrible. So that was a heck of a process. And then they told me I have acid reflux due to how crappy I've eaten for the last few years and drinking like 300 grams of sugar from juice every day. So they think the acid reflux led to the aspiration pneumonia, and then that cold that I thought I had for like all of September, where I had this like dull cough that wouldn't go away and I was always blowing my nose, well, that was probably walking pneumonia. So like the walking pneumonia became aspiration pneumonia, and now I'm like in the clear finally. But I've been dealing with this crap for like the last 6 weeks. So finally that's all gone, because for the last like 9 days I've been eating clean, like literally no crap. I've just been drinking nothing but water. I'm trying to change my diet around to be healthier and get rid of all this stuff. So, because the one thing that you learn, like I just turned 26, I had to get health insurance. So there's not really any good health insurance, especially if you're like self-employed. So the best health insurance is to be healthy and not have to use any health insurance. Best, coverage is to not have to go to the doctor for anything or have any problems. So I gotta get that, and I don't ever want to use it and deal with any of this stuff. So I'm trying to take better care of my body, because it's just, you can't win no matter what. your best bet is just to eat right and not have any problems and get diabetes and stuff like that. So that's been a thing. Obviously, I've gotten older, you get all these things, taxes, car insurance, health insurance, debt. I just, this is something I've been working towards all year. I'm very serious about this. I live this minimalist lifestyle. I just became completely debt free. And the last thing I want to do is have to be rushed to the hospital for whatever reason because I've been eating junk food for my whole life and have all these medical bills. So I'm just trying to take better care of myself now and hopefully never have to use any of this stuff. So that's kind of the motivation, because the pneumonia kind of woke me up. It was kind of scary, and I don't ever want to deal with that again. As far as the disc is feeling better than ever. Like, I still feel it, I'm aware of it, but like today, for instance, I squatted 664 high bar in knee sleeves, and they were my large knee sleeves, where normally I use medium, but I didn't have those, they were in the wash. So 664 is the most I've squatted since January, before this injury happened, and it came up pretty easy. I think I could have done about 683 high bar. So my squat's coming back. I mean, it's very encouraging. I just hope, knock on wood, that my my back holds up at the meet, because I think right now I could squat. Well, the goal I have for the meet next weekend is 722. That's another thing. The meet's next weekend now, so I want to squat 722, which would be about right with what I'm hitting high bar, because I usually low bar like 50 pounds more than my high bar. But if my back holds up, that's the goal. And then I just want to bench like 458 to 463 for a 5 to 10 pound PR in a meet. And then I want to pull minimum 832, optimally 848, which is what I missed at Boss of Bosses at the lockout. And if I did all those, hit all those numbers, God willing, that would be a 2033 total, which would be the second best I've ever done. And I'd be ecstatic about, after this injury and all the crap I've dealt with this year, I'd be very happy with that. So those are my tentative goals going into next weekend. I really am not gonna have to cut weight, because I lost 8 pounds already from eating this clean. It's unbelievable. Like, my face thinned out. I lost a ton of fat around my waist. So woke up today at 245, and I think I'll be at like 242 by next weekend. I'm not even gonna do early weigh-ins. I'm gonna show up at the evening weigh-ins, because I don't need to cut anything really. Just go in low key and try to handle my business. So I know I'm not gonna be hitting any all-time PRs, with the exception of possibly bench, but Lucy! I'm trying to shoot a video over here, bro. Can we shoot the dang video? But other than that, I mean, if I was, say 30, 40 pounds off my all-time PR total, and squatted over 700 after this herniated disc in my low back, I'm gonna be very, very happy. So this is like a building block here. Those are my goals. I'll be doing the meet in January too at my gym, the USPA meet at Maxed Out Gym, which is only going to be like 10, 11 weeks after this one. I think 10 weeks. I'll have like 10 weeks after this. And at that one, I'll probably go for a PR total. But I really have to see how this one plays out, and if my back holds up. Feel confident about it so far. But that's all that's been going on with me, so it's been busy. I know that's a lot to cover. I had, pneumonia for a while. Back feels good. I've squatted more than I have since the injury now. It's looking like I'm gonna hit a bench PR. Trying to go for my second best total ever at this meet. Won't have to cut weight. I've lost weight from eating clean. That's about it right now. But I'm gonna do another video here. I'll put up the footage of some training footage, and then I'll also put up what I've been eating. So I'm actually eating micronutrients now, guys. Drinking nothing but water, which right there cuts out 250 to 300 grams of sugar per day. Cuts way down on the acid. Apple cider vinegar shots twice a day. I take an animal pack twice a day, vitamin D, eating micronutrients like kale, spinach, berries. Protein sources are whole eggs and steak, and it's just everything's been super clean lately. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for not giving up on me through all these injuries and how terrible of a year it's been. You know, follow along for the meet next weekend. I'll keep you posted. Subscribe, comment. Check out my Instagram in the link below or in the description below. Thank you.